You've heard "Run, Forrest, run."
Run, Forrest, run!
But have you really felt it? From that sweet jog that turned into a legendary cross-country escape, to Ethan Hawke and James Bond dashing through danger like it's a casual Tuesday, these running scenes are pure iconic gold. And some of these were so real, they broke bones, or cost $1 million just for 1 minute of film. Forrest Gump, 1994. What began as a jog down his Alabama driveway turned into a years-long cross-country odyssey. He ran through deserts, mountains, oceans growing a beard, gaining followers, becoming an icon.
Would you like a chocolate?
Oh, thank you.
What makes this scene iconic is its honesty. His form evolves, his face softens. Runners will tell you. It's strangely accurate. And in that simple motion, Forrest tapped into something universal. Running to feel free. Running to think. Running to just run. And folks, you know Tom Hanks' brother, Jim Hanks was specifically chosen because no other double could imitate Tom's unique running style. That geeky, awkward stride that made Forrest so unmistakable. The running sequence was one of the most complicated to shoot, requiring careful planning for wardrobe and beard changes across different locations and time periods. The scene was also very expensive, and Tom Hanks and director Robert Zemeckis even chipped in to cover the costs. And from this emotional jog to a run for life. The Terminator.
Reached the next girl yet?
No, I keep getting an answer machine.
Nice night for a walk.
Just touch the trigger, the beam comes on, and you put the red dot where you want the bullet to go. You can't miss.
Before she became the face of the resistance, Sarah Connor was just a diner waitress with a bad date. And even worse luck. 1 minute she was eating pie, the next she was being hunted by a time-travelling cyborg. That alleyway sprint wasn't just iconic, it was raw. No soundtrack, no stylised editing, just the slap of sneakers, laboured breath, and the terrifying silence of the Terminator behind her. Walking, never running, yet always closing the gap. James Cameron did his magic by turning a simple chase into a heart-wrenching masterpiece. And this might just be speculation, but according to a Reddit thread, Linda Hamilton, who played Sarah, had actually broken her ankle before filming began, which impacted how these scenes were shot. Anyhow, while this chase was about survival, the next scene we're looking at turned running into something far more operatic. A close-to-reality scene of war. 1917, World War I.
Move to the front, sir! Light! I have a message from General Ehrenmoor.
Who the fuck are you?
The attack has been called off. General Ehrenmoor has called off the attack.
Boltzmann. We're about to go over. We've got them on the run.
You don't!
Lance Corporal Schofield had minutes, just minutes, to reach the front line and stop a battalion of nearly 2,000 men charging into certain death. This run was pure cinematic immersion. Schofield dodged explosions, slammed into fellow soldiers, and stumbled forward through chaos, all in one single, unbroken take. Director Sam Mendes and cinematographer Roger Deakins made you feel every heartbeat, every collision. What made it so breathtaking wasn't just the choreography, it was the urgency. It was a man running not just to deliver a message, but to save lives. And while Schofield's run was fueled by duty, our next runner was sprinting through pain towards glory. Rocky. Before there were fitness montages and training playlists, Rocky Balboa was hitting the streets of Philadelphia in a cotton sweatsuit that probably weighed 10 pounds by the end of his run. Sylvester Stallone, then an underdog like the character himself, sprinted through real city streets, passing meat markets and train yards, until he reached those steps. That run captured the raw grind of an athlete's rise. And man, it was honest. So honest that it led to a real statue at the top of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Tourists still run up those stairs to this day, arms raised high, trying to feel what Rocky felt back then. Anyway, our next scene. It was fueled by pure rage. I am legend. Dr. Robert Neville had lost everything, except his dog Sam. When he lost her too, something broke. In I Am Legend, Will Smith gave us a run that wasn't for survival. It was for vengeance. Alone in a ruined New York, he sprinted through empty streets, drawing the terrifying dark seekers into a trap. His grief was full of rage, his sprint full of fury. The stillness of the city, the chaos of the pursuit. It all collided in one of the film's most haunting sequences. But if you think that was intense, wait until you hear what it cost to shut down the busiest place on Earth for one surreal run. Vanilla Sky. Tom Cruise ran through Times Square alone. No extras, no CGI, just silence in one of the loudest places on Earth. That's because the Vanilla Sky team did the unthinkable. They shut down Times Square at dawn for 3 hours. It cost $1 million, but the result was mind-blowing. A haunting 1-minute scene where David Ames wakes in a world without people, running in disbelief through a city frozen in time. It was eerie, beautiful, and worth every penny. And speaking of Cruise, it's time we talk about the run that broke him, and still made the final cut.
Has had enough.
Only Tom Cruise could break his ankle mid-stunt, limp away on camera, and keep running. No joke. That's exactly what happened on the rooftops of London. In Mission Impossible, Fallout, Ethan Hunt sprints full speed, leaps between buildings and lands wrong. You can actually see the moment his ankle snaps. But Cruise powered through the take. And they used that exact shot in the movie to add icing on the cake, add the motorcycle chase around the Arc de Triomphe with no helmet in live traffic, and a helicopter scene. Cruise piloted himself through the Himalayas. God, you've got a man redefining action movie insanity. But long before Cruise was leaping off rooftops, another spy redefined what it meant to chase with style. Casino Royale. When Daniel Craig debuted as Bond, audiences weren't sure what to expect. Then 10 minutes in and bam! Bond was sprinting through a construction site in Madagascar, chasing a bomb maker who moved like gravity was optional. This wasn't the polished tuxedo-wearing 007 of old. Craig's Bond crashed through walls, scaled cranes, and tackled his way across an 8-minute parkour chase that made audiences say, "Oh, this guy's different." Craig trained hard for that scene. So hard, in fact, he knocked out 2 teeth and needed emergency dental work. But it was worth it. Because this Bond didn't rely on gadgets, he ran his way into legend. By now we've run through history, grief, war, love, vengeance and rooftops. But what about gravity itself? Inception.
There's one thing you should know about me. I specialize in a very specific type of security. Subconscious security.
You're talking about dreams?
In Inception, Arthur's hallway sprint wasn't just fast. It was physics-defying. As dreams within dreams folded in on themselves, Joseph Gordon-Levitt ran across walls in a rotating hotel corridor. No CGI, just a real rotating rig, choreographed to perfection. Christopher Nolan's obsession with practical effects made the scene feel like a dream you could touch. Every step Arthur took helped anchor a collapsing dream world, and somehow made running in a suit look cooler than it had any right to. This scene involved a massive, 100-foot-long rotating set built on a centrifuge, allowing for the gravity-defying effect. Joseph Gordon-Levitt trained extensively and did most of his own stunts, calling it both the most fun and most painful experience on set. If you enjoyed today's video, I'll drop a video right here on the left with 10 plot twists that blew everyone's minds. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.